Yo, chat, I know. Alright, look, I don't know why I just watched this now. The man's on keyboard and mouse. I don't know. I'm on controller. Alright, hold on. Let me 1v1. I'm going 1v1 SWAT 1 current. Alright. And then after that, I go 1v1 Kazari boss. And after that, after that, we're going to do free fall, alright? Just let me 1v1 these two. And the people who won't be winning is up to 1, alright? It's up to 1, alright? Curry boss, I'm going 1v1 you second. SWAT 1, I'm going 1v1. Bertram, Bike Ram, I'm going 1v1 you first, alright? Whatchamacallit? Alright, no one else joined, alright? Thanks, Draco. Alright, look, no one else joined. Let SWAT 1 join first, which is Bikram. After that, when it's up to 1, then I'm going with 1v1 carry boss, alright? Face boom, whatchamacallit? I need 1v1 wait, yo, hold on. Alright, yo, face boom. I'm going 1v1 Bikram, alright? You already won face boom. And when I finish with Bikram, I'm going 1v1 Karzy boss. At that Porturai third, alright?
Returning service to pre-March 8th levels. Customers I spoke with in Mineola were pleased.
Yeah, hopefully everyone will get back onto their regular train. It won't be as crowded. People don't have to sit next to you still. That was a little scary to me.
The LIRR also adding information on crowding to the digital screens on platforms. Green is good. It even shows you where you're standing in relation to the that same information is also available in the LIRR app. All in hopes that there's some breathing room. In Mineola, which is an update on the highway
Daniel Love. Hold on. I need to finish 1v1. I thought then we do free for, alright? Just give me a second. And if you're new, subscribe and like. I so can 1v1 more people. Oh wait. Alright, hold on. Alright, last one.
It's why we started cleaning them over 7 years ago.
Hold on, Daniel. Love. Alright.
Whatever home means to you. You're ready when you are to make sure your space is clean and that you and the ones you care about most are safe.
Are you paying more than you have to for TV and internet?
My TV bill went
Daniel Love, hold on. I just need to finish 1v1, alright?
We thought we were saving by signing a 2-year contract. Guess
alright,
not.
one more.
My internet doesn't have the fastest, most consistent download speeds. So frustrating. Your family deserves better. Switch to Spectrum with 200 megabits internet and TV for $44.99 each when bundled. Call 1-855-200-2013. Switch to Spectrum, and now we have our favorite channels with the Spectrum TV app. TV here. With no additional equipment.
What? Alright, you won.
At Stanley Steamer, we love homes, and we
Hey,
know is a healthy home.
oh,
We're ready
crypto.
when you are.
Hold on.
Conventional thinking doesn't disrupt the status quo, which is why T-Mobile for Business uses unconventional thinking to help your business reach.
Alright, give me a second. Alright, next is boss. Crazy boss, you're next, alright?
Still busy out there, 15 sustained, gusting past 30 miles per hour, even within the confines of Central Park, with all those trees surrounding our anemometer, or our wind speed measurement instrument. And that means some of the airports surrounding the city are at winds gusting 40, 50 miles per hour still. Next 7 hours, look at the sustained winds gradually coming down, temperatures gradually rising, so it'll feel a little bit better by later on this afternoon, with numbers rising into the middle 50s for many. 48 again right now in the park, but you are 51 at Newark Airport. You're sitting at 50 at Morristown, right around the 53
Crazy boss, if you're still in the stream, join, alright? No one else join except Crazy boss.
New York City, looking at 44 mile per hour wind gusts reported at Newburgh at Stewart Airport during the past hour, and that wind advisory continues through about 4 p.m. for much of the area. Here's our future cast by 4 p.m. Again, a lot of numbers well into the 50s. Overnight tonight, wind really relaxing, especially after midnight.
Who's
That
Loki
in combination
Crank?
with the clear skies will allow good, what we call radiational cooling. So a lot of places, especially north
Who's
and west of the city,
Alright, I guess
drop down to
it's
below the
alright,
freezing mark. Could even be some upper 20s in a couple of isolated coldest spots, well north and west. We're down to about 40 in Midtown. Great day shaping up for tomorrow. High pressure moves just offshore. We get a light return flow coming in from the south and the southwest, so not much in the way of wind out there, but that southerly component to the wind will raise our temperatures up to about 60 in the city and maybe some mid-60s off to the west. Clouds quickly gather though during the day on Wednesday, and I think there'll be some rain developing on Wednesday afternoon, and then it gets a little bit more complicated. So we got a good stay. Maybe to an inch of rain Wednesday night.
It's up to 2. It's up to 2, alright?
Is going to try to rush into this system. And look at that rain snow line north and west of New York City by 8 a.m. Thursday. Now, it's a home opener on Thursday baseball. So we're talking about this precipitation should be offshore by that point, by early Thursday afternoon. But
It's up to 2. Come on.
Gusty wind on the backside of that. It could end to some wet snowflakes north and west of New York City. Quite windy this afternoon with sunshine for the most part. The high getting up to 54. Again, winds can gust 40 to 50 miles per hour right through about 2 p.m. and then they really start to gradually subside. Clear tonight, much less wind after midnight. We're down to 40 in Midtown, upper 20s in the coldest spot. Plenty of sunshine because tomorrow. How about a high getting up to 60? It's going to feel a whole lot better with less wind as well. So watch for that rainfall, especially during the afternoon hours, and especially over Wednesday night. Again, a half inch to an inch of rain with that. Despite the wet weather, 63. It's mainly morning rain on Thursday. Again, that could mix with some wet snowflakes north and west of New York City, and then maybe some partial clearing in the afternoon, but breezy, colder, 48 for a high. That's it. Brighter but brisk on Friday, lower 40s. We're talking mid-50s by Saturday, milder. And right now, Easter Sunday, not looking too bad.
Where are you?
Lower
What the hell?
60s under partial sunshine.
Yo, it's up to 2. Crazy boss. Wait, I thought you joined Crazy boss. I can't join. So it's not. Alright, then I guess. Alright, hold on. This is my last 1v1, alright? I promise, guys, this is my last 1v1. After whatchamacallit? Do a free fall. Alright, Crazy boss, join. Put in.
Stay tuned to get a free 5-piece utensil set and more from Gotham Steel. Tired of digging through a mess of pots and pans just to find the right one? Well, now there's Gotham Steel's Stackmaster Cookware. Non-stick, space-saving cookware that neatly stacks inside itself. Finally, you can have an organized kitchen with every pan and lid right at your fingertips. Stackmaster features a triple-layer titanium coating with our non-stick super durable cast texture surface. Nothing sticks to these pans. Everything just slips and slides. It's like cooking on air. You can chop right inside them without making any scratches. Even use electric metal beaters and everything slides right out. Not even a scratch. Plus, they're oven safe. Great for pot roasts or baking all the way up to 500 degrees. Even flames won't damage these pans.
Alright, Crazy boss, you in?
Dishwasher safe and made without harmful PFOAs. Some high-end cookware sells for close to $500, but you won't pay that.
Crazy Boss, are you in?
$300 or even $200 today through the special
Alright, no, forget free fall because it's going to take a long process, alright? Yo, everybody join. It's free fall, come on.
And if you call or click to order today, we're going to drop one payment. You'll get it all for just 4 payments of $39.99, and we'll even guarantee it for a full 10 years. Plus, as a free bonus, you'll get our Stackmaster fry basket and stainless steel steamer insert. But there's even more. We'll also send you a 5-piece utensil set. It includes every utensil you'll ever need in the kitchen. Together, these are a $60 value. Yours 100% free. That's a complete 17-piece set. A huge value. Just 4 easy payments of $39.99. And we'll ship it to you free. Call or click now.
If you want to call 1-800-438-0989 or go online to shop@stackmaster.com. So call 1-800-438-0889. That's 1-800-438-0889 or go to stackmaster.com.
He's surprising.
Police looking for the people involved
Thanks for
in a
subscribing,
drive-by
man.
shooting in Brooklyn. Surveillance
Appreciate
video
it.
shows a man standing outside a white car when a dark-colored SUV approaches. Officials say someone then opened fire from the SUV's back passenger side window. Luckily, the victim was not hurt.
Funeral services will be held later this week for a volunteer firefighter killed in Rockland County. The funeral for firefighter Jared Lloyd will be Saturday at 11 a.m. at Palisades Credit Union Park in Pomona. The 35-year-old father of 2 died last week after running into an assisted living facility to save people from a roaring fire.
The woman from California, charged with accusing a black teen of stealing her cell phone in a Soho hotel, is
That's
back
the
in
1v1.
court.
Yo, the
He's
1v1 is
facing several
closed.
charges, including attempted robbery and child endangerment. The family of the 14-year-old boy is now suing her and the Arlo Hotel. They say a hotel worker who encouraged Keon Harold Jr. to hand over his phone to prove his innocence empowered Consuelo in her attack.
A New Jersey community rallies around a family going through unimaginable pain after 3-year-old Aziz Ahmed was killed by neighbors. A vigil was held yesterday outside the family's home in Carteret. The 3-year-old was playing in his backyard earlier this month when 2 pit bulls got past the fence and attacked Aziz and his mother. The dogs were put down, but the family says justice will not be served.
Yo, alright, hold on. I be doing 1v1 all day, that's why. I'm sorry, but yeah, we gonna do free fall, alright? I be doing 1v1 all day, all night. Because I hate when I'm 1v1 people and they don't join. And not only that, they can't join because me and my server, I don't know, but I love you, alright? I don't mean no hard feelings or nothing. Or what's my call it? I just don't. Just take a long process, man. When the 1v1 comes in, it just take a long process. Join the code is EUY1FG. And it's a free fall, alright? No 1v1s, free fall.
My son didn't ask for much. Respect, to be treated like a man. To get that arm off his neck, he didn't get it. That ace will be with me always.
No 2v2s, no 3v3, no 4v4s because it's gonna get confusing, that's why. But if y'all play Fortnite, then yeah, we can do that.
Justice or inequity, it takes strength to lift the city. And if we're going to make a comeback, we need someone who's got our back.
Paid for by New York Foray.
If you or a loved one suffers from heavy legs, painful varicose veins, spider veins, itching, or burning in the legs, and non-healing leg wounds, don't delay your visit to USA Vein Clinics. Treatment takes only 15 minutes and is covered by Medicare and most insurance plans. If left untreated, these symptoms can lead to more complications. Call USA Vein Clinics to schedule your
If we do a 3v3, then it's gonna be confusing. Even though if you still have the same color, it's still gonna be confusing, man. I'm telling you.
Of green vehicles. The Ioniq Hybrid, named 2020 Best Hybrid Car by U.S. News and World Report. The Ioniq Electric, the most efficient electric vehicle in its class. And the 2020 Kona Electric, named Best Electric Vehicle by U.S. News and World Report. All with a 10-year, 100,000-mile hybrid battery warranty. Hyundai, a better way to green.
Hyundai's family of green vehicles, including the Ioniq Supreme Court is set to hear arguments on a landmark case to pay college athletes. The NCAA versus Alston, a district court ruled the NCAA cannot limit education-related benefits for college athletes. The NCAA worried the ruling would lead to an open labor market for players, and they appealed to the Supreme Court. Well, now the High Court is set to make its first antitrust ruling on college sports in 37 years.
Salvage teams this morning finally set free bringing an end to a crisis for nearly a week clogged one of the world's most vital maritime ports. ABC's Julia McFarlane has the latest.
The colossal anchor the ever given finally free. After being partially refloated a symphony of nearby it took several more hours work in the high tide for tugboats to finally get the 1,300-foot-long cargo free from the bank, having been stuck for almost a week, blocking one of the world's busiest waterways. But experts say there's still a ways to go. Work to offload the ship's massive cargo started overnight.
You're going to need 300 barges to try and empty a ship like that. But no one's ever done that. I think it's going to be a while.
The ship, as long as the Empire State Building is tall, brought traffic to a standstill on the shortest shipping route between Europe and Asia, a jam seen even from space. That vital artery usually seeing more than 10% of global trade on a good day, and the backlog could still have a huge effect on supply chains. The blockage potentially impacting American consumers. The canal is used to transport goods assembled in Europe before making their way over to the US.
As ships back up at each end of the canal, it creates this accordion effect. It could eventually end up in the United States as higher prices and fewer goods on shelves.
Hundreds of ships are still waiting to cross through the canal. It's hoped that marine traffic may be able to resume tonight, but officials say it could still take days to clear the backlog. Julia McFarlane, ABC News, London.
Okay, so Julia, in the backup in the Suez Canal affects 10% of the global crude oil supply. According to AAA, the national average for a gallon of gas hovers around $2.86.
Grubhub's getting rid of fees when you order McDonald's, Panda Express, and Panera. So now you can get McDonald's without the side of fees, and Panda Express without the fees, and Panera without the fee. You get the point. Only on?
We believe home is where the action is. With FanDuel Casino, you can play real money casino games right from your FanDuel Sportsbook app, like slots, roulette, and even blackjack. When you're ready to cash out, you can get to the cage without ever leaving your couch. And you can play in as little as 24 hours. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to try FanDuel Casino today. Play your 24 hours risk-free and get $200 back.
If you were sexually abused as a child in New York, your right to file a claim may end on August 14th, 2021. I help victims heal by giving them a voice and holding institutions like churches, schools, and foster care agencies accountable. Most victims feel like they did something wrong and are afraid to come forward, so they suffer in silence. This window ends August 14th this year. Contact me
luxurious and soft underfoot. Luxury vinyl flooring installed the next day for just $788 and no interest for 1 year. Call 888-400-FLOOR. We'll bring the stores to your door.
With so many of us wanting to do home improvement projects right now, check out Renewal by Anderson's 31 sale. And this is now the final week. Before March 31st, save $325 on windows, save $850 on doors and entry doors, and save an extra $200 on your project. These days, it's hard to get a good contractor to even call you back. We're the replacement window division of Anderson. We're going to help you now. Take care of it for you. Save $325 on windows. Save $850 on patio doors and entry doors. Save an extra $200 and get a free upgrade to our smart Plus, with our nothing for a year. Renewal 31 days sale ends March 31st. Call 1-800-783.
coming out of Albany just moments ago. Governor age and older will be eligible to receive the COVID-19. That's coming at 8 tomorrow morning. And then a week after that, it'll expand even more. All New Yorkers to receive the vaccine. That's April 6th. All the more than 2 total COVID-19 vaccine doses are now administered in New York State. The pandemic
renewed interest in bird watching in New York City. One longtime birder and naturalist says he expects to see even more people out in the coming months than he did last spring.
I think by now, more people are vaccinated, more people are aware of safety protocols, and again, people outside.
New smartphone apps that help you locate.
The birder in the Smith family isn't.
Ow.
We saw a lot of birders
GG, man. How you face through everything?
We had some really strong wind gusts today. Of course, they weren't the 70-mile-per-hour gusts that we had yesterday with the actual front, but behind this front, Monticello, a 50-mile-per-hour wind gust a little bit earlier. LaGuardia with 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and even at this could be maybe up to 50 miles per hour for the next hour or so, and that could cause
No.
maybe some
Hey, what's up, Muscular 87?
as well. So the high gets up to 54. It'll never quite feel that mild with the wind out there. A bit colder and a lot calmer tomorrow. So tomorrow feels a whole lot better. That high getting up to 60. Under a lot of sunshine.
Wow.
Later on tomorrow.
Wow. What's this thing? Yeah, other blues low. Legit low. No.
Easter weekend. I'll be back at 4. I'm in for Lee. I'll see you then.
All right, we'll see you then, Jeff. Thank you. And that'll do it for this noon edition of Eyewitness News. I'm Joe Torres.
I'm Shirley Nalicat. Now for Jeff and the entire Eyewitness News team, we do thank you for watching. Make sure you are back this afternoon for Eyewitness News first at 4 for the very latest on the Derek Chauvin trial as well. All
right, guys. New lobby, guys. New lobby.
Have a great afternoon, everybody.
After my truck accident, my attorney from the Barnes firm got me $1.4 million.
I got new lobby.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
If you or a loved one suffers from heavy legs, painful varicose veins, spider veins, itching, or burning in the legs, and non-healing leg wounds, don't delay your visit to USA Vein Clinics. Treatment takes only 15 minutes and is covered by Medicare and most insurance plans. If left untreated, these symptoms can lead to more complications. Call USA Vein Clinics to schedule your consultation with one of our leading vascular specialists. 347-894-5005.
With so many of us wanting to do home improvement projects right now, check out Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale. And this is now the final week. Before March 31st, save $325 on windows, save $850 on patio doors and entry doors, and save an extra $200 on your project. These days, it's hard to get a good contractor to even call you back. We're the replacement window division of Anderson. We're here to help you now and take care of everything for you.
Waiting for everyone to join.
$325 on windows, save $850 on patio doors and entry doors, save an extra $200, and get a free upgrade to our Smart Sun glass. Plus, with our financing, pay nothing for a year. Renewal by Anderson's 31-day sale ends March 31st. This is now the final week. For a safe appointment during this sale, call 1-800-783-1700.
Wait for everyone.
Check this, March is back, so let's make up for lost time with more action on FanDuel Sportsbook, including making someone like you a millionaire. Get a free shot at the $1 million payout every day you bet the tournament.
I didn't know my accident case was worth.
How much is your case worth? It might be a lot more than you think. Call the Barnes firm now.
The Barnes firm. Injury attorneys. Call 1-800-8-billion.
Time and temperature from TD Bank.
What you need to know right now on GMA3. COVID cases climbing higher, up 12.5% in the last week. President Biden urging Americans not to let their guard down. The high-stakes Chauvin trial just getting underway in Minneapolis, and the latest on legislative clashes on Capitol Hill from immigration to gun control, with Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar just back from the southern border. Plus, exploring a yarn universe.
My shop is my baby, is my livelihood. It's really incredible to be able to take something that was my hobby and have it be my income.
The woman-owned small business in Virginia knitting together significant successes. And they mom so hard. The dynamic duo behind the new picture book, spelling out the unique bond between mother and child and how very complex that love connection can be. Hiking as healing, the student taking to the Appalachian Trail for a 2,000-mile trek, every step in a memory of a loved one lost. Rescue for all those pandemic pups out there driving on us crazy, and expert training joins us with the calm and the cool, straight from the popular Netflix show.
Now from Times Square, CJ Holmes and Boom Robot with what you need to know. Welcome to a new week. Look who's back.
Last week, well deserved, of course.
Good makeup, good lighting.
But you had some good rest. And we have discussed yarn. We're going to start getting. I'm looking forward to that link. You're going to make fun. Well, Robot is actually taking some time off right now. So good to have you all here with us. We're starting a new week and a lot going on. So let's start, as we often do, with the numbers. The latest numbers we're getting from Johns Hopkins University. Now, beyond 30.2 million coronavirus cases confirmed here in the U.S. Death toll closes in now on 550,000 American lives lost. CDC now reporting at least 51.5 million American adults are now fully vaccinated. That's about 20% of American adults. Dr. Ashton, that's important. That's fully vaccinated, but a lot of people even got that first dose.
Even partially, that helps.
All right, so where are we now? We keep seeing more people getting vaccinated here. We seem sometimes numbers going down, a little up or steady. Other countries are having some real issues, but that has an impact on all of us.
Absolutely, and people have to take a big picture global view on this because it's not about what just happens here in the U.S., so we can't be America-centric on this one. So let's look at some individual countries. First of all, what's going on in Israel? They're doing really well. They have over 50% of their adult population vaccinated. Their economy is fully open. In the UK, not exactly the same picture. They do have over 50% of their adult population vaccinated with their first dose. However, their economy still remains in lockdown. Brazil is on fire. Only 6% of their population has been vaccinated to date, and Friday, unfortunately, was one of their worst death counts during this entire pandemic.
All right, bottom line this for us.
Well, there's an initiative called COVAX. That is the Global Vaccine Initiative, and at its core is the mission to vaccinate low-income, underserved, more vulnerable countries, because it is crystal clear, TJ, that we cannot make a dent in this pandemic just country by country. This is something that's affecting the entire world. World Health Organization wants 2 billion people vaccinated by the end of this year. We're at 500 million worldwide at this point, so we still have some work to do.
It is a pandemic that is worldwide. It affects us all, no matter how well we might be doing here. We need everybody else to be okay. Dr. Ashton, thank you. Good to have you back. I'm seeing you plenty throughout the hour. Who we got here?
Thank you. Well, we'll begin today with the start of a trial that the whole world is watching. Courthouse in Minneapolis laser focused on the case that has sparked nationwide protests for nearly a year. Former police officer Derek Chauvin accused of killing Memorial Day weekend, pleading not guilty to second-degree murder, second-degree manslaughter, and third-degree murder. 6 men and 9 women, 4 of them black, are on the jury and will decide Chauvin's fate. Opening statements are underway today, and that trial is expected to last 1 month. And we will have gathered coverage of this landmark trial streaming on ABC News Live, so be sure to tune in. And children continue to cross into the U.S. at the southern border in high numbers, more than 18,000 now in government custody. Republican senators showing images of children packed in pods at this facility in Texas, and we're hearing from the Biden administration. They insist that the surge didn't just start January 20th when President Biden took office, but they're trying to manage this as humanely as possible, seemingly comparing their approach to the Trump administration. And TJ, I hope you're paying attention. Listen to this. The buzzer beaters and big upsets, the Elite 8 in men's and women's college court action now set. 11th seed UCLA knocking off number 2 Alabama in overtime. Oregon State picked to finish last, now beating Sister Dean's Loyola Chicago. The UConn women, led by Paige Beckers, the freshman called the best player in basketball, going against the Baylor Lady Bears tonight. And perhaps the most important victory, TJ, your Arkansas Razorbacks beating that Cinderella Oral Roberts team this weekend. Am I breaking news for you? I don't think so. I think you're tracking that.
Oh my goodness, guys. Look, this is a big deal. That's my home state, that's my school, and it's just, there's a lot there, not just being a sports fan. So thank you for that. Looking forward to it. The game, tip time, 9:57 Eastern. p.m.
You might be a little tired tomorrow.
A little bit. I might be over the moon. All right, Stephanie, thank you so much for being here with us. A whole lot more ahead on GMA3 and the high-profile trial of Minneapolis police officer, former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, getting underway today. Well, Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar is here on that and what she and other lawmakers just witnessed on their trip to the southern border. Plus, knitting together. What Dr. Ashton and I are going to be doing. We're talking about small business success here, the woman turning a hobby into a steady income. Stay here with us on GMA3, folks, on this Monday. We're right back.
ABC's GMA3, what you need to know. Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save you auto, home, or motorcycle insurance.
All right, guys, no insurance talk on beach day.
I'm down.
Yes, please.
Don't get me wrong, I love my RV, but insuring it is such a hassle.
Same with my boat. The insurance. Insurance cluster.
Yeah, I doubt that exists.
Red. Super Zone Beach.
Water each time. Finish Quantum with
Delicious avocado toast for all. Now at Dunkin'. Order ahead plus earn rewards. America runs on Dunkin'. Moisturizing body wash. Definitely moisturizer. Antibacterial. New Dove Care and Protect body wash. Eliminates 99% of bacteria and moisturizes for hours. New Dove Care and Protect. Zero compromise.
Pepto-Bismol coats and soothes your stomach for fast relief. And get the same fast relief in a delightful chew with Pepto-Bismol Chews.
Very hard.
Rich cheese crust, so golden, so crispy. I need a bite. Right, cheesy crispers, cheese crispers.
Cheesy.
Only from me. What if I told you the best place to begin is within. With collagen that supports our body from the inside out. Because when we feel supported from within, our confidence oh my God, comes from way deeper. It's within us.
Feeling stressed in your skin? Not with new Olay Retinol Body Wash, which improves skin 3 times better. From dry and stressed to bright and smooth. So I can feel my best in my skin. Olay Body, fearless in my skin.
You know, if we take that wrapper back to the store, it can be recycled into other stuff.
But I want my wrapper to be...
How about a park bench?
Dad, you need to think bigger.
Now you can recycle your Crunchy Bar wrappers in store.
It's a familiar story. Allergies ruining your sleep and next day too. Taking Xyzal at night relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose provides the same relief as Zyrtec at nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Xyzal at night. Find out if your favorites make it to America's Vote.
There's only one more slot in our top 24.
American Idol, new ABC tonight.
And welcome back to GMA3. Special guest with us today, Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. It's a high-profile trial of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin gets underway. Ask her about what she also witnessed firsthand on the southern border as a member of a delegation of law. Representative Omar, thank you so much for coming back to the program. I want to ask you first about the trip to the border. We've been seeing the pictures, we've been reading, we've been engaged in these debates, but you were actually there at a facility. Did you see something there that surprised you? Did you get a better impression or different impression that you had going down?
I got a better impression. The facility that we went to was a facility that was being run by a nonprofit where the kids would come after they were in border control facilities. And so it was a much more acceptable conditions that the kids were in than they are at the border facilities. We've all seen the images. It's horrendous what the kids are living through and the conditions that they are still in. And what we got an opportunity to do here was talk to the children and then also talk to, the emergency managers that are putting this facility together to learn from them what we should be doing as lawmakers. And what they recommended was ways that we can expedite this process so that these children are on their way to their families, on their way to facilities that are, more permanent in foster centers and places where they can be with sponsors. And it was, I think, very fruitful trip for us as lawmakers and people who have the ability to do oversight.
Representative Omar, you mentioned they're expediting the process. When folks hear that, when kids and their families who might be in Guatemala or Honduras, places where they're coming from, that sounds like just get there and you'll be taken care of. Do you believe that? Again, we're trying to do it humanely, but do you believe we now have policies in place that are encouraging more and more to make that journey here?
I remind my colleagues that it's not...
Your face is to everything. How?
That is, creating the environment for them to leave. It's the situation they are fleeing. People leave because it's no longer safe for them to stay where they are. They risk everything because they know that risk is necessary in order for them to live. My family took that risk. I was a child who went on a long journey at the age of 8 to find safety at a border in Kenya when Somalia went into civil war.
What?
And we were
okay. Nah, I saw that. I saw that. No, I saw that. Why y'all cheers love doing things, bro? Come on. I saw that, bro. I call you on 4K, bro. I caught you on 4K.
because
Yo,
right now we're
fly
treating it inhumanely,
565, bro. I call you on 2K.
we can put in place
Call you
to
on 4K revolution, man.
crisis that's happening
4K
with
revolution.
our neighboring countries.
You think you're slick, bro? I call you 4K revolution.
Coming here with dreams, and here you are. You were that kid, and here you are, a member of Congress. So that is really something to see. One last thing, I have to ask you, of course, Congresswoman, you're from Minnesota. All eyes on Minneapolis. All eyes on your state. What do you
call you on 4K, bro? And now
anxious about?
you're asking me to do this all the time, so
The murder of George
this
Floyd
is
was
getting
very traumatic
hardcore
for our
and
community here in Minneapolis and for the country and the world. This trial is going to unearth a lot of trauma for us, and you know, we are a community that knows what it means to not get justice. And so we're anxiously awaiting for this trial to get underway. We know that the police unions
there's a guy
are
downstairs.
going to spend a lot of resources in defending the police officer who's indicted for the murder of George Floyd. And a lot of us have trust in Attorney General Keith Ellison and his team. So we need justice, and we're
I call you on
just
4K,
a little
boy.
on edge on how things will transpire.
Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, we appreciate you as always, and appreciate you being a friend of the program. I'm sure we'll see you down the road.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Up next, right here on GMA 3. Well, knit one, purl two. What? The beloved hobby turned into a reliable revenue stream from this entrepreneur. Stay here with us on GMA 3, folks. We're right back.
My body is truly powerful. I have the power to lower my A1C.
Because my body can still make its own insulin.
Activates my body's release. Lowering my blood sugar from the first dose. Once weekly Trulicity responds to my body needs it 24/7. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin.
It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include indigestion, fatigue, belly pain, decreased appetite, nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about Trulicity.
Caught you on 4K. You already know. Caught you 4K revolution.
And around the clock. Crest Pro Health Complete Protection gives you 24-hour protection. Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America. We're Carvana, the company who invented car vending machines and buying a car 100% online. Now we've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Whether it's a year old or a few years old, we want to buy your car. So go to Carvana and enter your license plate, answer a few questions, and our techno wizard calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds.
Okay, so you're really gonna keep it doing this, right? Yo, nah. Nah, this what got me pissed off now. Hold on, now this what got me pissed off now. Whoever's the hacker, why are you doing this to me? What have I done to you, to be honest?
Philadelphia, Schmear perfection. As a repairman, I hear a lot of folks say they feel
Hey, what have I done to you, my guy?
before loading them into the dishwasher. The new Cascade Platinum changes all that. New Cascade Platinum for 50% more cleaning power. It dissolves fast to start cleaning sooner, releasing the solid power of dawn. Then, Cascade's deep cleaning durable and food into products so small they can flow right down. And it's powerful enough for the quick wash. New Cascade Platinum with 50% more cleaning power. And the #1 brand just got better.
From Maybelline, New York, Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil. 98% agreed it has gold intensity. Up to 36-hour wear. Waterproof. Smart resistant. Age resistant.
Caught you on 4K revolution. know what I mean? I caught you on 4K, boy. I caught you on 4K. Don't act nothing like nothing. Don't act like it's just nothing. I caught you on 4K.
Everyone wants to be the Cadbury Bunny, because only he brings delicious Cadbury cream eggs, while others may keep trying.
If you're a hacker, I caught you on 4K. I got this on stream. I'll send it to I don't know who's to create the game, but hey, look, just stop hacking. I just want to have a fun, friendly game. Just please, man. I don't want no hackers, man. Come on.
I figure I can worry about it or do something about it. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's over and taste-free. I'm thinking charged high cholesterol.
Alright, yeah, everybody join. Type in chat if you join. Everybody type in the chat if you join. If you didn't join, let me know.
My initial reaction when Vice President walked through the door was just sort of surreal and hard to believe that it's happening.
Oh, wait, how do you know that my Magyar Yoke is a hacker and
just how we've been impacted by the pandemic and what our big struggles were and the core of
how do I know it's a hacker though?
Stopped since the pandemic started. So we feel like the part of the business that makes us really special is on hold. We have been open for 12 years. My love for yarn came from
No, I didn't kick no one. Guys, I did not kick no one. LSB, Shade, Memory, YT, I did not kick you. I did not kick you, bro. I didn't kick no one as yet. Hello? I didn't kick no one as yet.
Issues that I faced is not being taken seriously, particularly by banks and potential landlords. I guess hard for people that don't knit or crochet to understand that you can actually make a living selling yarn. We are a boutique yarn shop that really curates yarn from different parts of
Flyer. Fire 6,565. Really? Bro, just stop hacking, bro. I know you're in my stream. You just type, I'm a new hacker. Yo, bro, please, no hacking, bro. Come on. I just want this a friendly game, bro. Come on. They say kick me for you. Nah, the guy you're mistaken, that's why. But, bro, please. Come on, man. Flyer, please, do not hack, bro. Just turn it off, alright? Come on. Look, I'm on mobile. I know some of them maybe on PC. But look, please, I just don't want no hackers, alright? Come on now.
I am going to knit Dr. Ashton a sweater before the end of the year. I'm committing to it right now. Up next, right here, when we come back, folks, Dr. Ashton with the master questions.
Alright, everybody's ready? Yo, Flyer, where are you? Why you left? Flyer, why? I don't know why did Flyer leave. Flyer, join back. But no hacking, alright? Join, but no hacking, please.
Yes, we have a comedy duo that's out with a new book, hoping to add a little humor and understanding to one of the most central human relationships. Stay with us, folks. Be right back.
It's gonna kick something out of the box fight because it's the maximum, alright? Oh, God. Hold up, really? Bro, come on, man. Hold up, bro. Come on. I thought we said no hacking. Bro, I thought we said no hacking, bro. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Yo.
Starts working hard at hour 1 and works twice as hard when you take it again the next day. Zyrtec, no.
And try Zyrtec D for proven relief of your allergies, sinus pressure, and congestion.
Yo, hold up. If you're in the stream, stop hacking, please. Come on. Stop hacking, bro. Come on. It's just no fun. This is basically like criticism, bro. Come on. Just stop hacking, hold up, please. Why y'all hacking? Come on, man. Damn. Y'all niggas weird, bro.
so you can find ways to stay close.
Briars is always so delicious. I can tell that they use your milk Nutella. Great job. You're welcome.
Breyers Natural Vanilla is made with 100% grade A milk and cream and only sustainably farmed vanilla. Better starts with Breyers. NexGard is the flea and tick protection that's #1 with vets. It even prevents the infection that causes Lyme disease. Your vet trusts NexGard for her patients and her own dog. Plus, its delicious beef flavor is #1 with dogs. Ask your vet about NexGard.
I've got moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now, there's Skyrizi. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clearer skin in 4 months after just 2 doses.
Skyrizi may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Now is the time to ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi.
It's Yo Playtime! Wow, Isabel and Marcus are incredible! Look at those strong moves! An excellent source of calcium. Your mom's not supposed to lie. It's amazing. Every day, we comment, we scan. Oh, Mom. The more phone, the more fun medicine. Specialty blueberry has real blueberries, whole grains, 11 vitamins and minerals, and a whole lot of delicious.
I'm Joe Torres with a look at some of the coronavirus headlines make this afternoon, and some breaking news as well. Governor Cuomo just announced that New Yorkers who are at least 30 years old can begin to schedule their vaccine appointments tomorrow. And on top of that, anyone in the state 16 and older can begin scheduling their appointments on April 6th. Big deal when it comes at a time when New York and New Jersey lead the nation in COVID infection rates. Take a look. Over the last 2 weeks, New York has averaged 548 cases for every 100,000 residents. That is only surpassed by New Jersey with 647
Who's
cases.
who is it, bro?
The director of the CDC was very emotional when speaking about the rise in cases.
Oh my god, y'all niggas worried.
So much promise and potential.
Why this nigga? Whoever's crack, you're a nigger. Suck my balls. You're so bad. Why you hacking for a reason? Why? Why you basically hacking, bro? So bad. That's why you don't know how to play the game right. Why you hacking? Just suck my balls and quit the game, faggot. This nigga's cracking. Yo.
Vaccinated when you can, so that all of those people that we all love will still be here when this pandemic ends.
Meanwhile, in New Jersey, a new vaccine mega site opened in Newark. The massive site will operate 7 days a week at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. It comes as vaccine eligibility in the Garden State expands to essential workers in food production, agriculture, food distribution, and elder care. We will have complete coverage of the coronavirus pandemic beginning on Eyewitness News first at 4. Meteorologist Jeff Smith will also have the exclusive AccuWeather forecast and when the winds will die down. That's all beginning on Eyewitness News first at 4.
My kids and I love reading books together. This is one of our favorites. Reading expands the imagination. And for more than 20 years, Disney and First Book have donated millions of books to children who need them. You can help too. Just go to magicastorytelling.com to learn how.
Sponsored by your local Tri-State Audi dealers.
On the other side.
Same goes for your law firm. Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm.
Ray McGuire was raised by a single mom in a tough neighborhood. Then through faith and hard work, he made it all the way to Harvard. He didn't wait to be asked to enter the streets of business town.
Yo, Crack. If your name's Crack, you're on cock balls, Crack.
It was about lifting up, including giving countless kids the disadvantaged neighborhoods a real shot to succeed. Now all New York needs lifting up. A comeback that got our back. It takes strength to lift a city. Paid for by New York Foray.
I've always been fairly independent, but when I had my surgery 6 months ago, I was nervous about my recovery. I knew that when I got home I would need help, but I didn't want someone I don't know to be my caregiver.
Wait, huh? Do y'all play Roblox in here? Type in chat if you play Roblox. Cause I'm dead about play that right now. Alright? Cause there's no one in heaven. I'm about to do this all day with the hacking. Crap. Yo, type in chat if you play Roblox. Just type in chat, alright? Because I'm about to go on because this crackhead keep on hacking the game.
Welcome back to Jimmy 3, what you need to know, and the pink and white sign of the time of the nation's capital, most beautiful. Harbinger of spring, cherry blossoms in D.C. Peak bloom this
y'all play it? Y'all play it? Alright, y'all want to run up to Roblox or something? Because I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to end my stream. I'm not about to do all that crap. I'm just gonna play Roblox, to be honest.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've never seen it. It looks beautiful.
Wow, there you go. We got a lot of stuff to catch up on. Knitting and cherry blossoms. All right, Dr.
Battle Royale, whatchamacallit? Alright, you see, I play Battle Royale, I play Roblox, I play 1v1.LOL, I play Fortnite, I play Rocket League, Call of Duty, and all that.
Recommendations on this one, TJ. So right now, based on available data, we think that most people, the majority of people who've been naturally infected with COVID, will have a strong degree of their own immune protection for roughly 90 days, right?
Hey yo, this is my username, this is my character.
Say that as long as a person who's been recently infected passes their 10 days
This is everything about me.
they can't have active symptoms.
This was the first game I played since I was 7.
And get the vaccine. However, waiting 90 days is safe in terms of protecting them, and there's an altruistic component here. We know that a lot of people are trying to get vaccinated.
So I don't know, y'all want to play Roblox or what other game? Because these are all the games I have.
It's a nice thing to do, but still evolving kind of recommendations on that.
All right, question number 2 here. Can you recommend any nutritional supplements or
Which one you want me to do? Play Roblox or play 1v1.LOL? Which one?
First of all, be extremely cautious.
Because whatchamacallit, I'm not about to do with this hackers crap.
Over-the-counter products that people can cruise down the aisles. They have great marketing, very little science, evidence-based medicine to back it up that they can work, and they can have side effects. Turmeric is a very popular supplement, a lot of research about that. It's available all over the place. One particular study found that over 40%
and whatchamacallit,
impurities, imperfections, failed to
yeah, I'm about to play Roman Lancer, right? So tell me if you're
yoga, acupuncture is low risk.
Well, I will play Jailbreak, but it's going to lag on my thing. That's why I usually play Pokemon. Cause even though if I play Jailbreak, I'm still gonna lag. So it's really no point, man. I'm sorry.
Parents just don't understand. The 2 authors have taken a notion and created a picture book that both parents and kids can enjoy. This comedic duo, the hashtag I'm on so hard. Yes, hashtag I'm on so hard. They're the creators of the viral web series with the same name with over 300 million views. And their book now, The Meanest of Meanies, recently released with the same let's be real style. The hilarious thing about kids misunderstand the choices that their parents make. So let's bring them in the viral funny tag team. And
let me show my Lumens. So this is all I have. These are my Lumens. I don't know if y'all want to trade or not. Maybe not because I may not be trading stuff. But level 45 is a max in Lumen. And I went for over here to be open because Lando needs to open this. This is roulette 9 right here. We need to get roulette 9 up. I'm not about to do this when roulette 9 is so weird.
Things about motherhood that took you by surprise. I'm sure no one ever thinks they're going to become their parents, but did you all figure out pretty soon, or how long did it take, that you all became your mothers in some way?
Oh, I always used to give my mom a hard time because she could take like any
Let me search up jailbreak.
verb that was like threatening. She'd be like, "You're gonna run over my foot with a scooter. I'll scooter you."
Yeah. My mom likes to monologue like she's.
I play jailbreak a lot. Used to, but hey, it's gonna make me lag. So I don't know.
And I'm like, I will have my minutes. So yes, when you realize you're your parents, you realize they did a pretty good job, and also that's something you have to contend with too. Yeah.
No, ladies, did you all find the pandemic challenges? I'm sure you all had this stuff didn't just come about because we were all home, right, and in quarantine. But did you all find yourselves changing as moms in some way during the pandemic?
Sure. I think that like at every turn, when your kids are having a rough go, you have to acknowledge what's happening in the world and sort of give them more grace and give yourself a little bit more grace and just sort of lean into like, I don't like your behavior right now, but I'm gonna try to lean into
You play Roblox on my with my controller. That's crazy. Oh yeah, by the way, I have an Xbox controller, so I play on Xbox. Alright guys? Yeah.
You let go a lot of ways. Yeah, you just say, enjoy the screen. I'll see you at 6 p.m.
Okay, you talk about screens, but you wrote a book. Now, who's the book for? Do you want more kids? Okay, they can read it together, but who's going to walk away with more out of this? The kids or the parents?
We want it to be both of them. We want
Hey, hi, what's up, man?
both of them get to have this journey and they recognize themselves in the story, but at the end, it ends up, with them cuddling on the bed reading a bedtime story, and hopefully mom feels like she won because she feels a little bit more seen. But
I haven't played jailbreak in like 2 years, to be honest.
For moms so far who have read it to their
Hey,
kids,
wait, where are you, man?
It sort of hits comedically on the mom's level and the kids' level. There's different favorite parts of the book, and then they each kind of understand the story.
My Roblox name is Carly. Let me show you. I hear it's Carly 2990.
Hopefully asleep.
Okay. I didn't think that was the question that was going to stop you, but that was adorable. Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to see you both. Congratulations, Kristen, Hensley.
Alright, boys, we escaped. Yeah, you can help.
From two of the nicest ladies you're ever going to meet. It's available
I'll put on an Xbox controller.
And up next right here on DMA3, the sister
Yeah, alright, let's go.
2,000 miles in memory of a beloved family.
Yeah, you can help.
To her on that emotional journey, and no dog left behind. The Cali K9 Netflix star is.
I'm gonna put my username in chat, alright?
For all of you out there with dogs that may be misbehaving, stay here on DMA3.
My hygienist cleans with a round head. So does my Oral-B. My hygienist personalizes my cleaning. So does my Oral-B. My hygienist uses just the right pressure. And so does my Oral-B.
Yeah, I'll drive. I don't even know, to be honest.
For the wow of a professional clean feel every day.
My mouth says, wow. And so does my Oral-B.
Do lotion and jeans go together? A Nivea breathable experiment.
Oh.
Yeah, they do. Moisturizes deeply with no sticky feel. The game-changing Nivea breathable.
Inside your eye, there's an everyday battle against life's daily
You want? I can drive.
Sunlight.
Can't join my game. Oh, frick.
Eye vitamin a day replenishes key nutrients that help protect the health of your eyes. Take Ocuvite. Take care of your eyes.
Frick.
This is Hal. This is Hal's heart. It's been broken and put back together. This is Hal's relief, knowing he's covered by Medicare from Blue Cross.
Oh, crap.
And with coverage.
Oh, crap. My bad. Oh, crap. I'm so sorry.
We'll be there when it matters most.
I'm so damn sorry.
Medicare from Blue Cross Blue Shield.
This is the benefit of blue. There are ordinary eggs, and then there's the best.
Oh crap! This cop.
Which ones just taste fresher and more flavorful? Only Eggland's Best.
We prefer organic. And which ones have 6 times more vitamin D and 25% less saturated?
And my car's stuck.
Eggland's Best.
Frick.
My family deserves the best.
I got stuck. I got sick stuff, but I can.
Better taste, better nutrition, better
Yeah, sure.
Depression makes it hard for me to follow through with my plans. My antidepressant helps, but there are times I still feel depressed and make excuses not to go out. Is it just me?
No. Many people taking antidepressants still have some symptoms. When taken with an antidepressant, Rexulti was proven to reduce depression symptoms an extra 62% compared to the antidepressant alone. So you can stay on your current treatment and help build on your progress.
Rexulti can cause serious side effects. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and worsen depression in those under 25. Call your doctor about fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which could be life-threatening, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Increased cholesterol, weight gain, high blood sugar, decreased white blood cells.
Alright, yo, hold up. I'm gonna set you up friend request in a minute. Hold on, give me a second.
May occur. When depression sets you back, keep moving forward. Make an appointment to talk to your doctor.
Guy doesn't have no money.
To your antidepressant.
Crazy.
You never leave the house without your lunch.
I'm gonna type you out friend request, alright?
Big dad energy. Because when you see
I'm back. Alright, how old me, Los? 43. I'm gonna step you up friend request right now.
With an extra 30% off the season's top designer looks. Plus, get 15% off fragrances, skincare, makeup, and more. Going on now at Macy's.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Great tasting and sure with 9 grams of protein.
Yo, type in chat what other games should we play on Roblox. Type in chat what other games should we play on Roblox, guys. Got a lot of options, man. And the only game I used to play on Roblox is LOL-OnlineBuilding. Cause what's it called? You could battle. You could battle in thing. You could battle and trade and grind more XP. That's what I usually do on LOL-OnlineBuilding. So should I play that? Type in chat yes or type in chat no. Cause I usually play Pokemon. Go to book for treasure? Yeah, sure. Wait, Better both for treasure. Alright, hold on. I'm looking for that.
Shut up and dribble. Shut up and what?
Tuesday night.
When you hear that, that's disrespectful.
Black athletes speak out.
Here we are right in the thick of things. Soul of a nation.
At 10/9 Central on ABC.
Hello, Claire. I'm your father.
I loved you. And you.
I mean, we all can be on teams, so yeah, it's fine. I'm just trying to look for that.
It's difficult to feel for someone.
I'm looking for build a boat. Cause I usually play that sometimes, but it's a little hard, man. Where messages that just pop up on the bottom left, bottom right. I see that. Let me just look for build a boat.
Hiking the Eggland Trail, a trip she decided to take to spread awareness and educate folks on SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. Tragedy her family
I passed it.
And with her sister passed in 1997.
Oh, I passed it? Wait, where?
Now, Lily fine on the Appalachian Trail.
Build a boat.
Only a weekend. It's a long journey, so tell me how you doing so far.
Hi, I'm doing well. It's been such a learning experience. I've never done anything like this before.
And I'm having such a good time meeting so many incredible people who are on their own Appalachian Trail journey. It's been a lot of fun.
I know you're just a weekend. Like you said, you've learned
Hold on, I'm gonna switch up, right? Because I
We're
can't.
going to talk a little bit more about your family, but bringing attention to SIDS, and to do this is a
join you, sure. Wait, no, never mind. I think I found it.
Why such a journey?
But yeah, I guess.
Well, I've always really enjoyed hiking. I have always hiked a lot.
Alright, I just searched it.
But when COVID hit, I was sent home from school. I was going to university in Boston, and it was really hard on me emotionally. I was away from my friends, and I had a hard time, keeping up with my classes. But getting outside and hiking and,
how many people are in here?
Still having activity to do. Really helped me emotionally.
I make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 3, 6. Yeah, it's only 6 people.
From my parents, they suggested it. I've known it's something that I've always wanted to do, and now it's just the perfect time.
Hey, alright, we got Bikram. Alright. Oh yeah, y'all can switch teams, right?
You take me back to 1997. Of course, you weren't born at the time.
By the way, if you want to know what team I'm in, I'm on vet team, alright?
What was your big sister?
Yeah, my parents' firstborn daughter, Ripley, my older sister, died when she was only 3 months old from SIDS, which is death syndrome.
Man.
I think about it every day, how strong my parents are to have gone through that and come out the other side. Better people, amazing parents, raising such a strong family. And that really keeps me going because, knowing that they went through so much, I know that I can face any sort of thing that comes at me every day. And it's so different every day out here on the trail.
Lily, what is it you want people to know now about SIDS, which is one of the leading causes of death for infants?
Malsor, Subbar. Did you join? I'm from Britain. Okay.
There are organizations like First Candle, which is the organization that
I can't type okay.
out there.
I can't type okay.
For any type of help that you need, you're not alone. There are 3,600 babies
what's
that die
happening?
from SIDS every year.
Oh.
And for the most part, preventable with safe sleeping practices.
Let me type it in total.
Put your baby on a nice firm
there you
bed. Don't give them too many surrounding things.
This server's full. Tell someone to leave.
No loose clothing. And be safe. But if God forbid, the worst things happen, there are people out there who have gone through the same thing.
1, 2, 3.
Really want to support you.
So you can only host
what you're doing. We're going to follow your journey over the next few months.
We'd
love to catch up with you down the road. Is that all right?
I would love that. Thank you so much.
All right, really fine. Good luck out there and be on the AT.
Yeah, wait, try again. Try again.
On GMA3, you have been watching this
guy
now, right? The K9 intervention star from the popular Netflix series. Well, he's going to be joining up with some key insights into those extra cute family members who might not always behave the way you want them to. Stay here on GMA3. We're right back.
Discover the replenishing power of new Pronamel Mineral Boost. Teeth feed natural minerals to keep enamel healthy, strong, and white. But every day, acidic food and drink can wash these minerals away, weakening and dulling enamel over time.
Boost protects teeth.
Wait, where are you? You were just on. You're in the game. Well, let me see if I can.
Pronamel Mineral Boost helps keep teeth strong, white, and protected from sensitivity.
It says that you're in the game.
Mineral Boost.
If we take that wrapper back to the store, it can be recycled.
I just invite you to I'll try it. I'm in. You're in? Wait, what?
Dad, you need to think bigger.
Now you can recycle your Crunchy Bar wrappers in store.
Yo, what
the Dove Beauty Bar makes my skin feel fresh. I encourage Serena, my best friend, to switch. Feels moisturized and clean. My friend Stephanie, her skin was dry.
Wait, are you sure you're in my section?
With the Quarter Moisturizing Cream, Dove cleans effectively and cares beautifully.
Kai, I don't see you.
The question isn't which came first.
Alright.
It's which comes with peanut butter.
You got a picture? Alright.
Okay,
move the.
What happens outside can end up inside.
I'm trying.
Disinfect
What
your floors with Clorox
did
mopping cloths. They kill 99.9% of germs. The leading brand just pushes germs around. When it counts, just Clorox.
3 derm ingredients in 1 cream? Don't settle for less. Revitalift Triple Power with pro-retinol plus hyaluronic acid.
It's still full. How? Wait, what?
Firm and brighten. Revitalift Triple Power Moisturizer from L'Oreal. Now the #1 serum
Oh,
brand
let me
in
see.
America. Our strength.
Oh, what? How's it?
Starts within.
Wait, Backham, hold on. I'm gonna try do a server that we can all be in.
We believe in the power of helping hands.
Oh, let me look for service, guys. Hold on.
That works. So you can find
You guys have your boat. Alright.
High class.
Man, it wasn't built a boat. Damn.
Triscuit brings whole grain nourishment. You keep doing what you do best. Bring it with wholesome, delicious Triscuit.
The #1 name in flea and tick protection, Frontline Plus kills
wait, are you?
chewing lice, and it's
I think that's
fast-acting
what
waterproof formula
I'm
protects
in.
for a full 30 days. With
Oh,
Frontline
Mount,
Plus,
you
the
in?
new
Wait,
Frontline
if
Shield
you're
for
in,
dogs
wait,
with
then invite me
mosquito
to a server.
repellent. You and your pet can go everywhere. No matter how you define it. Frontline. Here, there, everywhere.
Wait, hold on. Invite me to your server.
You could be missing out on amazing things.
Wait, when you invite me to your server?
Help you stay awake for them. Once daily, Sunosi improves wakefulness in adults with excessive daytime sleepiness due to obstructive sleep apnea. Sunosi worked for up to 9 hours at 12 weeks in a clinical study. Sunosi does not treat the cause of OSA or take the place of your CPAP. Continue to use any treatments or devices as prescribed by your doctor. Don't take
Let me see if I can try joining you.
in the last 14 days.
Alright, want me to do it after y'all join?
Increase your risk of heart attack, stroke, heart
Cause I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I don't see my recent. What the hell?
Problem sleeping, irritability, and agitation. Other common side effects include headache, nausea, and decreased appetite. Tell your doctor if you develop.
I'll say join you, server. Hey, what's up, DR Smix? Hi.
Sunosi, you stay awake for whatever amazes you. Visit Sunosi.com and talk to your doctor about Sunosi today.
Okay, this might be. Oh, it might be a full server. Yeah, I think it's full server. Oh, okay. Oh, team me.
And stays on 10 times longer to continue whitening long after you apply with virtually no sensitivity. No rinsing, no brushing off.
I did. I joined you.
Better, faster, 100% whiter teeth. Shop QuestWhiteSmile.com.
Nat Geo would like to congratulate the celebrity selected for the new season of Running Wild. Be advised, your adventure may include the following.
There you go.
Running Wild with Bear Grylls.
Wait, it said, yo, Bertram, join Team Blue.
The show where every dog dream can come true.
Prepare to be bow wow.
Wait, let's wait for Bertram.
Top groomers go head to tail. I don't think this is gonna get done. The stakes are so high. I don't want to mess it up. In TV's wildest makeover competition.
The team who's all fast and most fast will be sent home.
Bertram, come on, dude. Alright, there you go. Hey, let's go.
Home Economics, a new comedy. Premieres April 7th on ABC.
Are you sure that will work?
After my truck accident, my attorney from the
Alright,
firm
wait, hold on. What about Bertram? Wait, no, don't lock. Wait, hold on. What was Bertram?
My son didn't ask for much. Respect, to be treated like a man.
Trust? Alright, there you go. Let's go.
He didn't get it. That ace will be with me always. Our community is aching now. That's why I want Ray McGuire as mayor.
Only 2. What the hell?
And he won't stand for injustice or inequity. It takes strength to lift the city. And if we're going to make a comeback, we need someone who's got our back. Paid for by New York.
It only were 2. Alright, then.
Call the Barnes firm now.
The Barnes firm, engineering.
Wait, how about alright. I was gonna say do it Brickroom first at that then me. Alright, Brickham, hold on. Me do it Mellow, right?
Excellent work. Wait, so that was supposed to do that way? You just saw a clip from K9 Intervention show that follows renowned Oakland dog trainer Josh Loverett as he runs Cali K9, one of the top dog training facilities in California, using his unique training methods and techniques. He works with dogs and their owners to fix obedience and behavior issues. He's known for working with all breeds of dogs, has never turned away a misbehaving pooch, because he can fix even the most extreme behavioral issues. Josh Loverett and his dog Slash.
Y'all ready to launch?
Josh, you gotta let me know. Is there any dog you ever came across and said, you know what,
Launch?
I can't do anything with that one, I'm not going to take that one on as a client? Has there ever been one?
Nah, there's no bad dogs, just uninformed owners.
Okay. So does that mean bad owners? You didn't want to go with bad owners?
Well, no, we just got to educate them. You know, a lot of people don't understand how to tap in and engage their dog and how to keep them motivated, how to secure them when they're insecure. And, you know, it's like dog parenting. You got to, you know, it helps if you have a little guidance, you know. So this is all we're doing, is teaching handlers how to be better motivators and better leaders.
But John, is that it? Are there methods
let's do it again,
or is every dog, you need to meet that dog and determine what that dog needs, and it's going to be a little different in terms of training?
Well, I've kind of put dogs in categories. You have dogs that, you know, have kind of nervous behaviors, and then you have dogs that have like dominant behaviors, and then you have dogs that are kind of neutral, kind of in the balance, kind of in the middle. So most dogs, you know, you got to get an overall scope of what you're gonna have to deal with, but for the most part, it's like the back of my hand now. It's pretty easy. I just see it's like a formula. We put it together, and the key is just tapping into that dopamine, tapping into that motivation, getting the dog, you know, not so worried and in that positive mind state, which a lot of us need to get into. If we're stressing out or something like that, you got to get into this positive mind state. It helps you get through things, and it helps you make these gradual changes. So, yeah, that's what it's all about, just empowering people.
You said gradual changes, but it can take a little time, but it doesn't take a lot of time per day. Until only 15 minutes a day, you can change the dog.
So we say 15 minutes a day keeps bad behavior away, and it all just comes down to the whole concept of consistency. You know, people, they don't, you know, if they're not happy with themselves, their body, whatever, you know, it takes the change from you to make that decision. And
okay, yo, we missed it. We missed it. Yo, what the hell? We missed it.
A lot of times people just think, you know, we're in this
Damn, but that was actually fun, though.
World where everything's supposed to be fast,
let's try to go back.
You know, that's not really what it's about. It's about understanding the process and being consistent and eventually getting the desired results that you're looking for.
Okay, are people going to be facing some challenges here, or face challenges during the pandemic? Everybody was home. Dogs not used to folks being home all day, first of all, but now a lot of people are going to start going back to the office. What issues could possibly come up there?
Yeah, and that can be extreme. You know, people dogs are used to being with you all the time. So, you know, you're gone or you're taking them to these new places. You know, a lot of times it can be stressful for the dog for you to be gone. So I think everything's about a gradual process, and I think that's really what we're trying to run home, is that everybody just needs to, you know, gradually put in that little bit of work and don't make these sudden changes on the dog, because it's kind of unfair. And you know, I think it's just really making sure that people understand what these dogs go through like us. They need stimulation, they need motivation, they need all these things that keep them going every day. And you know, sometimes, like I said, if you're with them all day, you're giving them that stimulation, you're just gonna pull it all out, and then they're gonna be a little bored. So yeah, that's really what we're trying to get everybody to just understand.
All right, Josh Loverett with Slash there, who is incredibly well behaved, who has been hanging out there for the entire interview. But K9 Intervention is streaming now on Netflix. All right, Dr. Ashton.
Do you think he'll make a house call for my 9-pound Mason the Morkie?
Look, if Mason acts up, wait, just do this.
No, He's very intelligent, even though his brain is that big. Final thoughts, my friend, today, inspired by an article I read in Psychology Today on the maskification of America. This is a question I'm getting a lot. Dr. Jen, do you think that we'll be wearing masks next year, 5 years, 10 years? And it's a really interesting look at the phenomenon of mask wearing here in the United States. Obviously, there are scientific and infectious disease implications. There's also fashion implications. There's also interrelationship implications, right? Previously, people a lot of times wore masks who were doing something wrong or trying to hide their facial expression. I think to some extent it is going to be here to stay for some people in certain situations. Obviously a choice down the road, but something we'll be following.
Maskification.
Maskification.
My latest.
For Monday.
Issue.
Monday maskification. See what I did?
Good to have her back. That's what you need to know for this Monday. Thanks for being here with us. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Check out the conversation, of course, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Or any podcast active right here at ABC News. We're going to see you back here tomorrow. Have a good day.
At home with Rachel. It's a big morning in the Blaze household. We get to hang out with Rachel Ray again. It's official. Chef Richard Blaze and family are really in some phenomenal fish sticks.
Watching you guys eat this one meal together as a family is my favorite Blaze segment ever. Oh, look, she's getting right in there.
And Rach is rocking.
Nice and crispy.
Another tasty takeout classic at home.
And there you go. It's a feast, right?
Plus, Iron Chef winner Justin Sutherland pulls off a surprising combination.
That's been part of this all out thing. Up, and if it does not get up.
As for Chauvin's defense team, accusing George Floyd of being under the influence of drugs and alcohol, and saying those abuses and underlying medical problems were actually the cause of death.
The evidence will show that Mr. Floyd died of a cardiac arrhythmia that occurred as a result of hypertension, his coronary disease, the ingestion of methamphetamine and fentanyl, and the adrenaline flowing through his body, all of which acted to further compromise an already compromised heart.
Let's start with our correspondent Omar Jimenez there, live in Minneapolis. And Omar, I mean, all eyes around the world on this trial there in Minneapolis. Tell me a little bit more as far as what you know about the jurors, and just having covered this since the beginning, what's standing out for you so much so far?
Yeah, Brooke, when you talk about the eyes of the world being on this trial, that is not an understatement. This has been a moment that has been a long time coming, and the beginning of what many see as a major step toward justice for George Floyd in being this trial, I should say. Now, we are in a lunch recess right now, and we are on the other side of opening statements. But before court even got in session, we heard from the family of George Floyd. Because let's remember, throughout all of the hype and the pressures coming from the outside into this, there's still a family at the core of this trying to figure out how to balance grieving over a loved one while being the center of a movement that has energized millions of people across the world. And this trial doesn't make that process any easier. The one note they've mentioned, though, that does feel good for them is they are represented. Philonis Floyd, the brother of George Floyd, is the lone representative for the Floyd family in court. But this morning, they held a nearly 9-minute silent kneeling protest along with their attorneys to represent the amount of time Derek Chauvin's knee was on George Floyd's neck. Of course, we saw that play out in its entirety over the course of opening statements of prosecutors, starting with really the unavoidable here, laying out that 9-minute and 29-second timeline for the jurors, which I should also mention, many of them who were questioned during the jury selection process had mentioned they had never seen the video entirely, and again, during the questioning portion, they had said they only seen it in portions. So this very well could have been the first time they had seen it in its entirety. And of course, you touched on what the defense previewed as some of their central arguments, that it was the underlying medical conditions, including the ingestion of methamphetamine or fentanyl, the autopsy report, but also arguments that we have not known about previously, saying that the crowd
not yet.
thrown around the scene where Chauvin's knee was on Floyd's neck, the increased perceived threat, as it was described, caused Chauvin and the other officers to divert their attention away from the care of Mr. Floyd and toward the growing threat. So that also seems to be a thread that the defense will pull on moving forward. But we are in the thick of it now. We've already had one witness called, and there will be many more after that. The defense will be cross-examining this witness that the prosecutors called before the lunch recess as we continue into this trial.
So it begins. Omar Jimenez, thank you so much. I want to just go through all these details here on this day one. With me now, CNN legal analyst Ellie Koenig. He's a former federal prosecutor. Also with me, CNN law enforcement analyst Charles Ramsey. He's a former Philadelphia police commissioner and the former chief of D.C. Metropolitan Police. So, gentlemen, good to have both of you on. And Ellie, let me just begin with you, because obviously you have prosecuted so many cases in your career. When you sat and you were listening to the prosecution's opening statement this morning, as well as their questioning of that first witness, right, the 911 operator, what do you make of their case so far?
Yeah, Brooke, I was taught as a prosecutor that when you're giving an opening address like today, you have two goals, and only two. You have to be clear, and you have to be credible. Some people may have been watching at home thinking, why is this prosecutor being so sort of dry, mild, just the facts? Where's all the fireworks? Where's the sensationalism? Real prosecutors know that maybe is the way it looks in movies and TV. In real life, that is not the job of the prosecutor. The only job is to be clear and credible. I think the prosecutor here met those goals. Also, remember, the videotape itself is the star witness. You don't need fireworks when you have the facts. I think that's what the prosecution is seeking to do here. This first witness, the dispatcher, I think is a perfect first witness. You want to lead off strong. This person is credible. Her story, I think, is quite compelling. This is a person who dispatches for the police, saw something that bothered her enough that she called it in. So I think she's a very effective first witness.
Let's talk about you. You hit on the video, Commissioner Ramsey, to you. You know, the 8 minutes, 46 seconds, or really as it was played out, the 9 minutes, 29 seconds today. It is a video that is difficult for anyone to watch. And just to ask you, as a former police chief, commissioner, you know, who I've been in policing for over 50 years, please educate us just when use of force is necessary, and then at what point do officers need to stop?
Well, I mean, force is necessary to effect an arrest if an individual is resisting arrest, but only that force that's necessary to overcome the resistance. The force has to be necessary, it has to be proportional, and it has to be objectively reasonable. At some point in time, and you can see it in the video, one, it no longer is necessary because he's under control. He's handcuffed. He's no longer resisting arrest. Is it still proportional? Not if he's no longer resisting. You use the force or stop the force entirely once he's under control. And at some point in time, what is objectively reasonable becomes unreasonable. And I think that's what you're looking at here. The length of time, 9 minutes and 29 seconds. And even though when you look at the video, especially the second one they showed, the different angle from across the street, you can see some level of resistance when he's in the car and they wind up pulling him out of the car. But just because a person is resisting at this moment doesn't mean a minute from now, 2 minutes from now, 3 minutes from now, you're still justified in using force. You only use enough force to overcome the resistance. You had 4 people there, 4 officers there, 3 of which were actively trying to restrain him. At some point in time, you have to just realize that, you know, it's over. You know, turn him on his side, get him up. He's in a bad position where he could easily have positional asphyxia because he's face down. The lungs can't expand for him to breathe. He's got the added problem of one officer, Chauvin, with his knee on the neck, which can impact not only his ability to breathe, but the blood flow to the brain. And so you have all these factors, and we'll see a lot more video, because I know there's a lot more out there. And, you know, jurors will be able to, that first shock will start to wear off, and they'll be able to look at the video and very objectively go through that timeline and see exactly what took place and make a determination based on that.
Yeah, we're about to see a lot of videos, some with audio, some without, some seeing the crowd, some seeing, you know, the officers. And so, Ellie, back over to you on the defense side, right? Listening to the defense opening arguments. They brought up Floyd's drug use. They argued that the force was not excessive. They argued that the crowd there gathering around was actually distracting the police officers from attending to George Floyd. What do you think of their defense?
So there's really two lines of defense. The first one is this idea that the amount of force that Derek Chauvin used to restrain George Floyd was not excessive, was not unreasonable. I think Commissioner Ramsey just perfectly addressed that. If I'm prosecuting this case, what I do is at the moment they have George Floyd rear handcuffed behind his back, face down on the asphalt, I hit pause and I say, all the stuff that led up to this, was there a struggle, was there a partial struggle, was he compliant or not, doesn't matter, because what matters is from this moment forward, are they using the appropriate amount of force, and for the next 9+ minutes, do they use the appropriate amount of force? Commissioner Ramsey's been in this business for 50 years. I think his statements just now explain why it was beyond, well beyond what was necessary and appropriate. The second big issue we're going to hear here is causation. The defense is going to argue somehow, and it sort of defies logic and common sense, that a grown man putting his entire body weight on another restrained man's neck for over 9 minutes was not the cause of death. It was overdose or something else. The key thing to remember is Derek Chauvin's actions do not have to be the only cause of George Floyd's death. If Derek Chauvin's actions were one contributing cause, even if there were others, he still will be liable and he still can be found guilty for that.
Let's get the point of the crowd, because we kept hearing this, and I'm sure we'll continue to hear it from the defense.
And I just got 1v1. I would say no 1v1. Just a free for all, baby. Yes, free for all.
Some of the video, A, on the crowd, and B, you know, if you're a member of law enforcement and you find yourself in a situation that perhaps you feel is hostile, right? This is the defense's word. What do you do in that situation?
Just from what I saw in that earlier video, that wasn't hostile. People were concerned, they were yelling and so forth. That's not really hostile. But even if you want to call it hostile, that's even more reason to try to get him up and out of there as quickly as possible before it gets even worse. Now, it seems to me, and I'm certainly not an attorney, that might be a better defense for the other officers as to why they didn't intervene and pull Chauvin off. If they were concerned about the crowd, they were paying attention to that versus what he was doing. But as far as Chauvin goes, I mean, he's got his sunglasses on top of his head, he's got one arm on his hip, very nonchalant. I mean, where's the resistance? Where's the struggle? Look at his body language, look what he's doing. Obviously, it was under control. When you're fighting, that's not how you look when you're in the middle of a fight. It just isn't. So at some point in time, he was under control. Everything stops at that point in time. You got him under arrest. Get him out.
No 1v1.
Okay. They will resume momentarily. We'll stay in the trial and we'll cover throughout the coverage and I'll get both of your reads on everything that's happening. So for now, guys, thank you so much. Also,
welcome K-Swerry Stackus.
We are just learning that he will be setting a new timeline for when the majority of adults can get vaccinated, and it is earlier than the May deadline he has already announced. So let's go straight to our CNN Chief White House correspondent, Caitlin Collins. And Caitlin, what do you know about the president's announcement?
So he's going to be speaking any minute now, Brooke, and what we expect President Biden to say is that his new proposal and plan is going to include a plan to have all Americans, all adult Americans, eligible to get a vaccine within the next 3 weeks. That deadline would make it about April 19th, according to what the White House is telling us. And they are saying that 90% of all adult Americans will be eligible to get a vaccine by April 19th. And we're also expecting President Biden to say they are doubling the number of pharmacies in that federal program that they are sending
No way.
doses directly to pharmacies instead of just the ones that go to states. They're expected to double that number. Right now it's at about 17,000. They expect it to be at 40,000 by April 19th. So that's part of their plan for how they're expecting to get, 90% of Americans eligible to be able to get a vaccine. Of course, that requires having a pharmacy or having a doctor's office near you where you can actually get the vaccine, in addition to those mass vaccination sites that you've seen the federal government open up as well. So look for President Biden to make those announcements coming up. Of course, when they talk about the pharmacies, one thing that's interesting, according to this fact sheet that the White House has just sent out, is they are saying that they believe that 90% of all adult Americans will have a place to get
wait, what? How do you just face?
5 miles of where they live by that third week of April. Of course, that would be.
We're not gonna talk about how you just face? Hello? We're not gonna talk about how you just face?
That's been the issue for some low-income Americans, is actually having somewhere where they can get the vaccine that's accessible to them and within driving distance of their home. Because, of course, you've heard these stories of some people going hours away to get vaccines. So that is what we are expecting to hear from President Biden when he does speak in just a few minutes.
Great, we're standing by for him for now. Caitlin, thank you very much. In Washington, also the CDC director today holding back tears as she warned of, quote, impending doom. Her words as COVID cases rise. Let's talk about that. And President Biden is getting ready to unveil this massive $3 trillion infrastructure plan. But what about voting rights and gun reform? And it is finally free. That massive ship that was stuck in the Suez Canal, crippling the crucial trade route for days, is finally sailing again. We are live in Egypt. You're watching CNN from Baltimore.
Good stuff.
Today, let's pay with Bear Ultra Self-Defense.
Were you full HP?
Bear Ultra Stuff Defense. Exclusive at Home Depot.
With Canva, designing anything is easy and free.
Anyone on our team can open Canva and create professional marketing material templates.
With thousands of designer-made templates, getting started is simple. Canva also has all the premium photos, videos, and helpful tools you need to bring any idea to life.
What? Good stuff, though.
Start designing for free at canva.com.
We're not saying daily harvest will change your life, or that it will be the first of many steps to healthier habits. But we're not we can say that daily harvest takes care of food, so that food can take care of you. Get started today at dailyharvest.com.
Attention, everyone on Medicare.
I have Medicare.
I have Medicare too. It's a new year. That means you may qualify for new Medicare benefits that can help you meet your healthcare needs in 2021. Did you know that you may be eligible to get up to $144 added back to your Social Security check every month? The Medicare Benefits Hotline is now open. Just call the toll-free number on your screen to see if you qualify for additional Medicare benefits. Call now to see if you qualify. Just call 800-246-4524 now. Get a free Medicare benefits review and see if you're eligible for new Medicare plans with Medicare-approved benefits, including dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage.
What additional benefits can I get with a Medicare plan?
New Medicare plans may include free eyeglasses, free hearing aids, free meal delivery, free prescription drug delivery, and much more. You may also qualify for a plan with $0 premiums, $0 deductibles, and no copays.
How can I make sure that I'm getting the benefits that I deserve?
You don't get these benefits automatically. Call now. The call and Medicare benefits review are absolutely free. Just call 800-246-4524 now to see if you qualify. And you may also be eligible to get up to $144 added back to your Social Security check every month. All it takes is one fast and easy phone call. Just call the toll-free number on your screen now to see if you qualify for new Medicare plans that may include free eyeglasses, free hearing aids, free meal delivery, free prescription drug delivery, expanded at-home telehealth visits, and much more. It's a new year, and that means you may be eligible for newly expanded Medicare benefits. Remember, you don't get these benefits automatically.
I want it. I'm calling right now.
Call now. There is no obligation to enroll. The call and Medicare benefits review are absolutely free. Just call 246
I'm getting shit on. I got shit on. I'm the best players. GG, bro.
Enter the zebra. No, the zebra comparison.
Guys, feeling like you've lost your motivation? No energy? Hit reset with Nutrisystem for Men. Act now for our most effective plan ever.
I had a weight loss goal.
Oh, what the hell?
Nutrisystem for
What
Men
the?
is real food to help you reset your body and health, delivered right to your door.
Don't wait. Start it right away.
Call or go online in the next 2
They
minutes
have
to
to
lock in your
cut me
special
off.
deal. Call or go online
And I can't build a stairs, downstairs wall. And I'm gonna
Brought to you by
get shit.
MesoBook.com.
Mesothelioma is all we do. For over 10 years, we have offered a
They
free
have
book
to
on
cut me
mesothelioma.
off.
Call 1-800-500-1931.
We are back to watching CNN. I'm Brooke Baldwin. Thank you for being with me. The CDC director issuing a warning to all of us that it is too soon to let our guards down against COVID. The stakes could be higher. She says there's just too much to lose. Dr. Michelle Walensky becoming actually visibly emotional as she made this appeal this morning.
And I'm going to reflect on the recurring feeling I have of impending doom. We have so much to look forward to, so much promise and potential of where we are, and so much reason for hope. But right now I'm scared. I know what it's like as a physician to stand in that patient's room.
I'm so lost. Can we do a new lobby? Please. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
I know what it's like when you're the physician, when you're the healthcare provider, and you're worried that you don't have the resources to take care of the patients in front of you. I know that feeling of nausea when you read the crisis standards of care and you wonder whether there are going to be enough ventilators to go around.
It didn't have to cut me.
I know what it's like to go to the hospital. For more.
Cut me
We
off.
have come such a long way. And so I'm asking you to just hold on a little longer, to get vaccinated when you can, so that all of those people that we all love will still be here when this pandemic ends.
Pretty powerful and pretty rare for a government official to do that. And as Dr. Walensky noted, more than half of the country right now is seeing an increase.
That's good. Yeah, I know. Thanks, man. You too, bro. You good. You good too. All of us are good. We're all good, man.
And Dr. Gounder, I mean, just to listen
It
to
didn't have
Dr.
to
Walensky
cut me
there,
off.
for warning of this impending doom, and let's just all please be careful. This
But we're all good. No one in here is trash. No one's trash. We're all good.
Brooke, imagine that you're in a burning building.
No problem, man. Got you.
Firefighter is climbing his ladder.
They didn't have to cut me off.
And you lose patience and you say, you know what, you're just taking too long to climb that ladder, and you jump off. And that is literally what we are doing.
I got somebody that I used to
We have no idea how hard the healthcare workers, the public health officials, the scientists have been working to get us to this point. We just need to wait a little bit longer to get those who are at highest risk for infection, for severe COVID, for hospitalization, for death, to get them vaccinated. And we're almost there.
No, I hear you in that metaphor, and I would just sit put, protect myself, and wait for that firefighter to rescue me. I want to ask you about young people in this country, because until we're really able to vaccinate young people, what should doctors do?
Yeah, man, we all have good
The
aim.
cases in our younger folks is continuing upward.
Cut me off.
One of the patterns of this pandemic is that very often a surge begins with transmission among younger people and then ripples out to older people. And so the message I would give is we really do know the mitigation measures work. We've seen them work both in this country and elsewhere. The masking, the social distancing, if you're going to be around other people, do it outside, avoid crowds. All of that stuff still works, and we all should be continuing to do that until it's our turn to be vaccinated.
In last night's CNN special report with the pandemic doctors from the White House COVID response coordinator, Dr. Deborah Birx, said this.
But I look at it this way.
They didn't have to cut me off.
An excuse. There were
I look at that.
deaths that came from that original surge.
All of this in my mind.
Now I got somebody that I used to
Decrease substantially.
get in out the
If we
club,
took the
me
lessons we have learned from that moment. That's what bothers me every day.
What's that?
Dr. Gounder, how do you feel about that? Do you agree?
You know, this is how science works, right? You observe, you learn, you study, you evolve your approach. And what's really sad is we didn't learn from that first surge in the New York City, New Jersey area. Instead, we repeated the same mistakes over and over and over again. And I fear we're about to do the same thing yet again.
In another moment, and that's special, at the time, thinking back, President Trump was adamant about reopening the nation early on in the pandemic, and this is how Dr. Fauci felt about that. Watch this.
The thing that hit me like a punch through the chest was then all of a sudden he got up and says, liberate Virginia, liberate Michigan. And I said to myself, oh my goodness, what is going on here? It shocked me because it was such a jolt to what we were trying to do.
What would you, just looking back, what do you do? What would you have done?
I think the number one lesson